The Any and Everything Show with your hosts, Jake and George.
Oh, big time. The big 100.
Triple digits.
Man, did you ever think we could get here?
Yes.
Never had a doubt.
Well, didn't we say we were going to... I forget what we said back in the day. Like 300 something episodes. We were going to be here for 6 years in a row.
Yeah.
Weekly.
Yeah, we said we were going until the end of time, so.
Right. And here we are.
But we're here. We made it, baby. And it's all because of you guys. All because you guys kept asking us to come back. You couldn't get enough. And for that, we appreciate you. We appreciate you listening. George, it's been the 100th time I have sat across and discussed hard-hitting topics with you.
That's right.
So here's to 100 more.
Yes.
So if you're new, welcome to the show. Mm-hmm. And if you're a day one listener, welcome back.
Where you been?
Yeah, where you been? Each show, George and I, we get together, we open up a new beer, we review it and talk about it. But we don't just talk about beer because that'd be a little crazy. Mm-hmm. We talk about a little bit of any and everything because in this crazy, crazy world, there's just way too much to talk about. George, am I right about that one?
Jake, you are right.
All right, and I
say me right off with that.
I say we get right into it.
All right, Jake, I brought a beverage to honor this special occasion.
Champagne. Love it.
A little, almost you could call it a personal bottle of champagne.
A little toast. A little toast if you don't mind, huh?
Yeah. You know, triple digits, Jake, isn't something you do more than once.
That is true.
Well, I guess you do it literally more than once, but...
Yeah, but
not for the first time.
Not many people make it to 100, I would say. I would say out of all the podcasts that start, I think 100 is a tough thing to get to. Yeah, just try not to get champagne all over the rug. We do have to, pay a security deposit here. So
there's not even a cork in it.
Well,
I thought it'd be...
Wait, you thought you were going to be popping corks in here?
I thought it was going to be one of those screw tops with the cork in it still plugs the hole.
Well,
nothing. Not even a. How does the champagne stay good?
Because it's sealed. It's sealed tight. You know.
Huh. Well, I mean, I don't even like drinking champagne, so this.
This is going to be really enjoyable.
This was the only reason I bought it was to pop a mini champagne bottle in celebration of 100.
Well, I appreciate the thought.
And the only reason I bought it isn't even a reason I get to utilize.
Well. Yeah, I feel like most people don't just, drink champagne just casually.
This bottle suggests otherwise, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, well, they just I'm going to grab my own bottle for the night and just sit back on the couch, watch some TV, and drink a little champagne.
That's what it looks like, doesn't it? It looks like a little mini Coke bottle.
Yeah, well, you're not a big wine guy, are you?
No.
Well, this would suffice. It is glass, though. Cheers, it's Jake. Not like that cheap.
That's why I just thought there'd be a cork on the top.
Cheers to 100 more.
At least. Oh, it's delicious.
Smooth. It's so good.
F-.
Champagne's such an odd, it's an odd drink. It is one of those drinks, though, that you can really tell. This isn't a dig to you. You can really tell the difference between high, top of the shelf, top shelf champagne and just your generic champagne you're going to grab to go make a mimosa,
What are you trying to say?
All I'm saying is
that I bought the shitty stuff?
Not all champagne's created equal.
I'll let you know right now, Jake. I had to almost stay on my tippy toes to grab this.
Well, all I'm saying is I know you're not a big champagne wine drinker, so I knew you weren't going to go balls to the walls to get the best champagne.
Well, I'll be honest with you again, Jake. there were only 2 options of mini champagne bottles. It's not like I had my pick of the litter here.
It would have been pretty hilarious if you walked in here with just a huge bottle of champagne and just like did
Looking
the whole
back,
like
I should've.
NASCAR race where they spray at the end of the race.
Looking back, I should have at least bought just one real bottle of champagne. I could have at least then popped the cork, which I was really looking forward to do.
We do have champagne up on top of the refrigerator, but I don't know. I don't know if
I don't think that's something I need to be popping.
it looks like a nicer bottle.
Again, Jake, how dare you? All right. Anyway, we've had our
fun.
We've popped, quote unquote, our bottles, and we've had our sip. It's on to the real beverage of the episode.
Oh, there's an alternative.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're gonna be drinking
I don't know. I was
a little champagne. I hope you have orange juice in the fridge for Meg.
we don't.
Yeah. Well,
Fresh out. We have cranberry juice though.
Because again, I'll be honest with you, it comes in a pack of 3, so there's an unopened one in your fridge now too.
Maybe I'll just become a casual champagne drinker now.
You looked like you enjoyed that last sip.
It's tough because like I feel like it evaporates so fast in my mouth. Like I feel like when I go to sip and then
It's gone.
and then swallow it, I feel like it just becomes bubbles so fast and there's like no liquid for me to swallow. I'll take a good solid
It feels
sip.
so casual. Like between the size and the feel of the bottle in my hand and the fact that it's a twist off.
Yeah.
Like it feels like I just
soda. Yeah, you're
a
drinking
soda bottle or like a water bottle I have.
This is like a gas station cream soda that you're just stopping to grab.
Yeah. Or you have a long road trip and you need a Poland Spring to get you through.
I'm worried this is going to make me burpy though.
It might.
Really not ideal for the audio world.
No, Jake, that's why the professional I am only took 1 sip. For that reason and that reason alone.
All right, maybe I'll down the rest of this at halftime then. Oh, Jesus.
How did that even happen?
Because you flipped it upside down, you idiot.
So slowly. It's 2 episodes in a row.
Yeah, that's all right.
That was a minor.
Cats will drink that right up.
That was a minor spill. All right, as I was saying, Jake, not back, but on to the real episode, now that we've had our fun, is here.
Oh.
The only reference I could get to some form of...
Celebration.
I was going to try and say another word.
without
saying it. But this episode's beer is from Sierra Nevada.
We've had them before.
Brewery. Celebration Fresh Hop IPA. Nice.
ASMR action.
We first brewed Celebration IPA in the winter of 1981. Each year, we use only the first fresh hops of the growing season to create this complex and robust ale. Layered pine and citrus hop aromas balanced delicately against rich malt sweetness to shape this bold wintertime classic.
Well, that sounds just perfect. Celebrating our winter celebration of 100 episodes.
That's right.
With none other than the Celebration Fresh Hop IPA. As you all know, we give a beer a first sip impression. Take a first sip, and we give it a little grade.
I don't know if it's the lighting in here, but this is like a dark-looking IPA. The lighting and the mug we're drinking out of don't lend to the color. I feel like.
That's true. I'll give my first sip impression. Pretty good. I think I'm going to have to acclimate to it after just drinking some champagne. But pretty good. I'm going to go right there in the C+ range. B-. Tasty. Definitely has that winter feel. It has like a little like, not like a spiciness to it, but like
but a spiciness.
yeah. I don't know how else to describe it without it being like, it's definitely got a winter beer type flavor.
Okay. Simple as that. What letter did you say?
I said like a C+, B-, right on the border.
Which one is it?
Bordering on the B-.
Okay. I'll go middle of the road C.
Okay.
Like you said, it almost is like a wintry IPA. And I don't think if I didn't see the color of it pouring, I would expect more of a generic IPA taste.
Yeah.
But it does have a darker IPA taste. So The taste
I
didn't
agree.
catch me off
It definitely,
too much.
It definitely tastes heavier, as winter beers tend to do. Mm-hmm. But awesome. Got two little celebration beveraginos going on.
That's
here.
right. You don't hit 100 every day, Jake.
You don't.
No. So, why don't you cue up that sound? Do we have a sound for? Oh, the more you know. Cue that up, Jake.
Yeah, we do have that.
All right. This week's More You Know is actually multiple More You Knows. Some fun facts about the number 100 from your friends at Baylor University.
Are they? What's their mascot, Baylor?
Don't know. They're green and yellow.
Are they a dog or are they an owl?
I don't know, Jake. They're green and yellow.
I gotta look that up.
I feel like all they ever have on their like jerseys is
it's just
Baylor.
like Baylor, right?
Yeah. But anyway, there are some well-known facts about 100. Some of them you're going to know, some of them maybe not.
The Bears.
The Baylor Bears.
All right,
Should have guessed. There are 100 years in a century.
Yep.
On a Celsius scale, 100 degrees is the boiling temperature of water. The United States Senate has 100 senators. There are 100 yards in an American football field.
Yep.
100 is a perfect square number, and its square root is 10. 100 is the basis of percentages, percent meaning per 100 in Latin, with 100% being a full amount. There are 100 pennies and $1. C is the Roman numeral for 100. C comes from the Latin word centrum. A person who lives to be 100 is a centenarian.
Centenarian, huh?
The sum of the first 9 prime numbers is 100.
Cool.
The sum of the first 10 odd numbers equals 100. There are 100 tiles in a Scrabble game. The record number of points scored in one NBA game by a single player is 100, set by Wilt Chamberlain. If you had $100 billion, you could spend $3 million a day, every day, for the next 100 years.
Wow.
How much does Jeff Bezos have?
Don't know.
You don't know?
Too many billions. I mean, he's probably at that status now
Hang on, I just have.
because he's not gonna.
Have you seen that he had a yacht built or a super yacht built?
I know he does have one because I've seen like
He had
videos of
some
it
kind
out.
of super yacht built,
Okay.
and to get it to where he wants to go or get it out of wherever it's built, I don't know if he's going in or out.
He's going somewhere.
He has worked out a way to dismantle a historic bridge to get his yacht through
Okay.
and put back together.
Well, when you gotta get the yacht,
Some historic bridge that's been there for
old news, George.
no one's
Old
seen
news.
a world without this bridge alive, and they're just gonna take it apart and put it back together for his yacht. Anyway, he is worth $187 billion, so he could spend $3 million every day.
Well, he's not going to live for another 100 years, so he could technically probably spend
Like $10 million.
$10 million easily a day.
Yeah.
That's just like
Elon Musk is worth $239 billion, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's got to be a point where you just have so much money and then you hit that realization where it's like, oh, I could do anything or buy anything. I feel like that would be like gridlock in my mind. Like, I feel like I would just hit a gridlock.
Apparently not. Or are you just saying you...
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like, oh, where do I go? What do I buy? Whereas, because like you get so used to just like living a certain way.
You just start taking historical items apart. That's
Yeah,
what
I
you
guess
do.
you just go for
Gonna,
broke, you know?
What's it going to cost me to disassemble your famous bridge?
Yeah. I'm not a huge like materialistic person, but I feel like knowing I had the ability to just do anything, it's kind of I feel like it'd be a slippery slope. I'm not saying I wouldn't take $100 billion.
I mean, it could be as slippery a slope as you want. You could still spend $3 million every day and not lose all your money. So
Yeah,
how
I know.
slippery of a slope would it really?
Remember, I think we had that question come up that was prompted to us, where it was like, would you punch your significant other for $1 billion? And all I'm saying is $1 billion is a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. So leave it right there.
Okay. There are 100 sweat glands in 1 square inch of your skin.
Wow.
That's a lot of sweat
That
glands.
is a lot of sweat. I mean, it makes sense for me.
100 pennies weigh 250 grams, which is a little over half a pound. A Google, spelled differently, Googol, is the number 1, followed by 100 zeros.
I think I remember seeing that somewhere.
And then this one is a shout out to my girlfriend who wanted me to mention this on the podcast. And I didn't know how much we talk about, but now we can talk about it even more, I guess. But Ariana's a kindergarten teacher.
Yep.
And the last fact on this list is elementary teachers across the nation organize a momentous event on the 100th day of school. Why is this important? It's a huge step in learning about place value for this age group of students. Students will engage in projects to make something out of 100 objects or build something representative of 100, and teachers will dress up like they're 100 years old.
And is that coming up?
Yeah, I think it's this week.
Oh, nice.
So it's tomorrow, I guess, actually.
Oh, wow. So hopefully this episode is out on the 100th day of school.
Yeah. Well, in West Milford, at least. But she wanted me to bring it up and mention it because it's obviously a big deal in schools, apparently.
Yeah.
But I don't remember doing
No,
anything like that in school.
it was elementary.
Yeah.
So it was every grade of elementary school. We did something
That's
on
what
the 100th day
that
of school.
article says. I'll have to ask Ariana if
How
like,
many
the
days
6th
of
graders are doing it.
How many days of school are there in a year?
I don't
In
know.
a school year? So I don't remember being it.
Well, we got September, October, November, December. That's
Yep.
4. So January, February, March, April,
May.
May, June. So we're not even halfway through the school
Okay.
year.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, yeah, that makes sense. Because, like, I don't know, for a second I was like, were you even in school for 100 days?
You're out of
Per
school
year?
for like
Oh, yeah.
almost 100 and... No, not even. You're only out of school for like 80, 70 days, something like that.
It's weird. We don't talk in days, you know? I feel like I never talk in
Days.
I always talk in weeks or months.
Unless it's your birthday.
Unless it's the birthday.
Or a wedding, maybe.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm sure.
Count
How
that.
many days you got to your wedding?
Oh, man, we got... How many days left?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, on the day this podcast comes out, it'll be 4 months to the day.
Wow.
Yeah, sneaking up.
That's quick. It's only like 120 days.
Yeah, 120 days left of just being a solo Karinko.
Well, you
Like-
have family.
Yeah, but when I hear of the Karinkos, I can only think of like in my family, but like we're going to be the Karinkos.
Yeah.
Like Mr. and Mrs. Karinko is like bizarre to hear.
Yeah, I always
Out
like
loud.
calling Casey's wife Mrs. Ferriola.
Yeah, isn't that
'Cause
crazy?
she doesn't like they just sounds weird
Yeah,
to
Megan
everyone
has
involved.
Megan has a jean jacket in the room that says Mrs. Karinko on it. Like
Already.
it's just so bizarre.
Yeah. Where'd you get my mom's jacket from?
Give it back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in honor of the 100th episode, we're trying to stick with the 100 theme. We had a couple ideas brewing, but like always, everything's last minute with us. And that's just how life is sometimes.
How dare you, Jake? You mean all of our super important guests?
Yeah, that is
Hey.
true. We had aspirations to call guests today. We had a few unavailable, so our plans went right out the window. Had to call an audible, and we're here now. So
Making the most of it.
we're gonna try and go through a list of 100 would you rather's. Not I'm sorry, not would you rather's.
No,
Just 100.
Jake, let's be transparent here, okay? Our plan was, as you said, was to have phone-in guests and ask somewhere, somehow, an accumulation of 100 questions.
Yeah.
Maybe it was poor planning on our part. Maybe,
no. 95% of it was poor planning on our part.
maybe it was our guests are too important for us.
That too. We got a little. Yeah, we have snooty guests. It's just that it happens.
But for whatever reason, neither here nor there,
We are here.
it didn't work out. So, plan B
Yep.
was to find some arbitrary list of 100 that we would
make our way through. Just
make our
bang,
way
bang,
through.
bang.
100 things for episode 100. And in my search, while Jake was setting up our equipment,
Studio,
yep,
technician.
For a list of 100 things, they were all so generic. Like, what's your favorite color?
Yeah, and
or-
I mean, we've been there, done
Or
that.
100 questions to ask your significant other.
This is the 100th episode. You guys pretty much know a lot about us when it comes to generic stuff, so...
Yeah, so while I'm clicking through some of these lists and trying to find a good one, I click on a list that is 93 funny, stupid questions to ask your friends.
And that is generic. That's usually how our friend group talks anyway.
What?
We just ask stupid, funny questions to each other anyway. Outside of the podcast.
Okay.
So we're just bringing it in.
But yeah, so anyway, just close your eyes and pretend that this list has 100 questions on it.
Yeah, it's close.
Because it
Maybe we'll make up 7 more at the end.
Okay. Hopefully someone keeps a tally.
There's
Well,
no way we get through all this, but let's do it.
Some of these are going to prompt long answers. You want to start or do you want me to start?
You can kick it off.
All right. Can blind people see in their dreams?
Wow, I'm not on the same list as you.
Yeah, I know. We have
we're on
different
the
lists.
same
Jake.
different part. I was like, I don't
We have
see
different parts of the list.
that. All right, so can blind people see in their dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Now, I would say yes if they became blind in their lifetime. I don't know the answer if someone was born blind. What have they ever seen that they can imagine? Or do you think
I think they're...
Because, people say that, people say
your heightened senses, right?
that when you dream, like, everyone who you don't recognize in your dream, you've seen somewhere in your life.
Yeah.
You ever heard that? Like, you don't just... You're not creating...
Building characters, yeah.
building
yeah,
faces in your head. Like, you've seen them on TV or in person, passing them on the street or something like that.
Yeah, I just assume...
So what do people who are blind born see?
I just assume that their brain works in a different way, where that they make up... They're able to gather sounds
I think also
people's
answering
voices
yes.
and, like, they know, touch and feel of how people... they can tell facial features... And maybe the brain's able to create some sort of mock-up of what
Those people might look like Picasso.
Yeah, they might look like, yeah.
I think the answer should be yes in hopes that if you ever do go blind...
No, if you're
You still
blind,
dream.
if you're blind and listening to this, we'd love to know, because that's pretty interesting.
That'd be, it'd be even more interesting if someone blind out there does listen to us.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. Because
then we're really spreading our reach far and wide.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm going to say no.
all right, I'm gonna say yeah.
Unless-
the brain's pretty wild, so
Yeah, but but if they were born blind, what have they ever seen to create a world to dream in?
fortunately,
We don't
have that information.
answer. Yeah. It sounds like something we could Google, but
Yeah, what's the fun in that?
Yeah.
All right, George, what are 3 things you could buy at a grocery store to make the cashier give you weird looks?
okay.
You gotta do a combo of 3 individual things that have nothing to do with each other.
I think it
What
would
are we
have to
bringing
be. It'd have to be like bananas. It's a good start if Jake was the cashier. Whipped cream and condoms.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know what I have. What combo could you get at the grocery store? I'll do like can of beans.
Can I use that phone stand
An apple.
if you're not using it? A can of beans, an apple.
And butter.
See, like those are all common things, though.
Yeah, but
Like, I think it would
if I was
be.
at the cashier and someone put down an apple, a can of beans, and butter, I'd be like, "What in the hell?
Yeah, I think
ingredients.
I think
are
along
they?
the same lines, it would be like if you walked up with things that are usually in groups. Like you don't usually buy one apple.
Right.
So if you came up with one apple,
Yes,
one banana,
and a stick of butter.
yeah, and a stick of butter.
Yeah, either they are making a weird dish, but they just really needed those 3 things for the meal.
Yeah. All right, Jake. Why is it called shipping if it goes by truck? Why is it called cargo when it goes by ship? It's along the same lines of driveway, parkway kind of thing.
I never really thought. Yeah, whenever I thought of shipping, I guess isn't cargo what's on a ship?
Yeah.
So it's being shipped as cargo.
Yeah.
Is my take. But
I think this one can be worked out. I think you're always shipping stuff,
always shipping,
whether it's cargo or not. And I feel like cargo is always something that's being shipped. I feel like this is this isn't really a parkway driveway situation.
No, but it does make you think.
It does for a second.
For a second.
I think we figured this
I
one
think
out.
yeah,
We're on to it.
I think we nailed that one. I don't think they think we're dumber than we really
That's
are.
right.
If you could replace all of the grass in the world with something else, what would it be and why?
What's it called? What's it called? The carpet that's really long. Shag carpeting.
Oh, that's good. That's a good idea.
Is it really a good idea?
Yeah, that stuff is comfy.
Who's gonna clean it? Do you mow it?
Yeah,
Then it doesn't
the
grow back.
instead of mowing your lawn, you'd have to just
vacuum.
Get these huge commercial vacuums that you ride.
And shampoo
Wow,
vacuum.
honestly, that sounds amazing. That sounds really satisfying.
Yeah, instead of
Just
mowing
getting those lines in the carpet.
yeah, people would shampoo their lawns forward and backwards to create the
Yeah,
line
dude,
design.
if a dog comes by and shits in your carpet, dude, that would piss me right the hell off. That would be the worst part about it.
You'd have to go out there and
Keeping it
shampoo.
clean. Or you'd have to get like some sort of.
You have to like
What if you got it like grass colored shag? So like it wouldn't just be like this colored
well,
carpet.
who said it had to be white?
That's just what I first envisioned was just like gray carpet out front.
Just because you have gray carpet, but you maybe you can get some kind of protecting sealant on it. You know, like a rain guard on your shag carpet.
Yeah,
So that way
shit
it's
slips
waterproof.
right up.
Yeah, you just hose it down.
Oh man, that'd be great.
What would you replace grass with?
I don't know. As soon as you said shag, I didn't even think of anything else. But if I had to be something different, you know what I love? This is going to be very polarizing, but I loved those Adidas sandals that had those little those little beads.
Oh
on the
no, not those ones.
the little like
Yeah, I know
rubber,
exactly. The ones that would always break off where all your pressure points were.
Yep,
kind
and
of
you'd like flick them back and forth until it finally broke off. I would replace the grass with that.
See, I always thought those were the best sandals until I got like the foam slides.
Until I graduated 3rd grade.
Until I got the foam slide sandals. It was like the step up in technology where it's like memory foam.
Yeah,
like
I
beads.
do remember getting the first pair of those. Those were nice.
Like, what if your lawn was made out of memory foam? Or what if the lawns? I'm just picturing people's lawns, not even grass in general. Like a giant field in like North Dakota would just be all Nike flip-flop beads. I'm thinking if grass was as common as like when we're talking lawns, like pools.
Well, we're talking lawns.
Like everyone just had pools, like swimming pools, and then in their backyards they just had like patches of grass that you got to play on instead.
Yeah.
So you'd have to like float out to your little patch of grass to have a catch.
That'd be kind of cool. Surrounded by water all the time.
Yeah. All right. If an ambulance hits someone on the road while transporting someone to a hospital, do they bring that person with them too?
Yeah, throw them in the back. Hoist them over your shoulder. We gotta go.
And this one has to have an answer.
You're already going to the same place.
And I want to know the answer.
I think actually the protocol is you call another ambulance.
And what? Wait.
No.
So
You just say you
hit and
yell
run?
sorry out the window and then just say we got someone coming and then just keep on going.
Listen. Okay. So you think they hit and run?
Not hit and run. I feel like they stop, make sure they're okay, at least a little bit. And then they call another ambulance, and they get on their merry way. I feel like it all depends on how badly injured the person is in the ambulance currently.
Yeah, I agree. So there's some serious answers here, right? When you Google that question exactly, first, it comes up with originally answered, what happens if an ambulance hits a person on the way to the hospital? Mm-hmm. The driver of the ambulance would stop.
Okay.
That trip to the hospital is over. To do anything else would be leaving the scene of an injury, accident, a criminal offense in any state.
Okay, this is a lawyer that wrote this.
No, that's the end of that. That's the end of that answer. And then people start giving, like, a lot of answers. Like, now, if you have a patient in the back, they are your primary concern. Just a couple months ago, my partner and I had just assessed a patient complaining of chest pain. Immediately after loading him up in our ambulance, we heard a crash. The particular area was at an intersection of a major highway and a major interstate on-off ramp. As I pulled out of the parking lot, blah, blah, blah. I put our ambulance in a safe area. Partner and patient safety is number one, and offered aid to the crash victims. 5 minutes later, the responding unit arrived, and I departed.
Okay. So as long as that person in the back.
Depending on the severity of both parties, the situation changes.
Okay. Yeah, so if the guy is in the back and he's got like a bloody nose.
Now that scenario,
yeah,
one person was okay.
Yeah, also the ambulance.
What happens if you're in you're driving a life or death patient in the back, and then you knock someone out with your car, and they're in life or death situation? Then you're screwed. Then it becomes a sticky situation.
Yeah, I think you still got to take the person you're caring for. You got, or you just drop. I mean, they usually always travel in packs, right? These EMTs, there's like 2 or 3 of them,
right?
You gotta.
But they usually, I don't know, but they usually only have so many gurneys in the back. What if multiple people are spine injury victims?
Yeah, I think if you really hit someone hard on your way to the hospital, you have your teammate hop out with the to-go bag, and you just help them.
Yeah.
You just it's only so many people you could help.
This guy's using a bunch of capital letters, so I
angry?
didn't read it.
Must have happened to him.
I didn't read it in advance, but there's a lot of capital words in here. So, if an ambulance or any other emergency vehicle hits a pedestrian or any other vehicle or some inanimate object, the vehicle is in an accident. A vehicle in an accident must stop and render aid to the injured and provide insurance information and all that good stuff. So at that moment, they are no longer on that call. They must notify their dispatch to send the next available unit to take the call they had been assigned because they've been in an accident. They also may need to call for fire, EMS, and police to respond to the accident they've had. That's it. Full stop right there. Once an emergency vehicle is in an accident, it stops right there. No ifs, ands, whats, or buts about it.
Sounds like this has happened under this guy's jurisdiction a lot.
Well, this guy's got, right above the post says who he is. It's Paul Schweeny. He's a Taekwondo instructor and unfortunately experienced in actual personal defense.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't sound like he's any kind of EMT.
Don't know what makes him so
qualified?
passionate about this topic, but he is.
All right. That's fun.
All right. If animals could talk, which species would be the rudest?
The rudest? That's a good question. Now, immediately my mind went to my favorite animal, a koala. And I feel like they would be unintentionally rude because they sleep 22 hours a day.
Uh-huh.
So, like, if you ever woke them up and tried to have a conversation with them, they'd probably just be, like, nodding off in the middle of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
And you would ask them a question like, hey, so what are your plans for today? What? What'd you say?
They don't mean to.
Yeah, they wouldn't be rude on purpose. They'd be unintentionally rude.
Wow. They really sleep that much, koalas?
22 hours a day. That's what I read. Favorite animal in the world, Jake.
How does it survive?
Because they sleep in eucalyptus trees, and guess what their diet is? Eucalyptus leaves.
So they wake up for 2 hours.
They wake up, roll over.
They snack for a
roll
little
back
bit,
over, and go
fall
back.
asleep
Yeah.
again. That's insane.
Sounds like the life, right?
What do koalas do? Like, I guess I never, since we're not around them.
They eat, they sleep, they fuck.
I really thought they were.
And they all have chlamydia, apparently.
Really? Because they're sex machines or what?
I think it's just genetic that Like
all koalas
somehow down the
chlamydia.
line, the koalas had
Well, yeah, I mean,
or
if you have-
gonorrhea. No, I don't know which one.
well, if you have such a such an easy life of just sleeping and eating, like God has to throw you some sort of wrench in your plan. You can't just have 22 hours of sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry, not all, but according to Google, at least half of koalas.
That's a lot.
In
That's a lot of a
Southeast
species.
Queensland and New South Wales have the sexually transmitted disease of chlamydia, which is a major factor in koalas' population decline. It's
Wow.
ravaging the koalas.
I never knew koalas were so lazy. I thought they were similar to like a squirrel or a monkey.
What do you mean?
That they're like kind of active. They like, roamed around,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm overselling. Oh no, it's sloths. What? Hang on.
no longer your favorite animal.
No. I gotta stick with it now. Imagine if I'd just been okay.
That's fine.
Koalas can sleep for up to 20 hours a day due to their low energy diet and the intense amount of energy it takes to break down toxic leaves.
Oh. So they're eating shitty food, so they have to rest a super long time to burn off the shitty food.
That's right.
Don't worry. I'll just wake up and do it again tomorrow.
Same
Like,
shit, different day.
You should stop eating the eucalyptus.
Oh, what? I'm too
good.
tired. I'm too tired.
I'm good.
Yeah, so unintentionally rude. That's my
Wow.
answer.
All right.
You got an answer?
Go koala. I think a crow. I just feel like they're just loud and they're never talking at the right time.
They just always interrupting
They're
you.
just yelling,
Yeah.
There's never like a good conversation with a crow. They're always gonna. They remind me of like they'd be like the Karens of the animal world. Just rude
Yeah,
in your business.
that's fair. Oh, I experienced, I feel like, one of my first Karens.
Oh, I'm waiting for the day, dude. Waiting.
I just went to Walgreens to pick up some body wash. Mm-hmm. On my way home from work, Walgreens.
always have a lot of body wash conversation on this
We do.
podcast.
Just your average guy, Jake. But, so, I thought it was going to be in and out.
Yep.
Maybe pick up a Gatorade while I was there just to drink it on the way home.
Gotta hydrate.
And there's a woman in the seasonal aisle where they have the Valentine's Day candy.
They probably got St. Patty's stuff out.
maybe,
point.
maybe. But all I hear from the aisle over is her talking to someone about I don't know what. Mm-hmm. But the gist of the conversation, I think, was she was trying to get candy. I guess. But she was talking to two people because I had to peek around the corner after overhearing her saying that she was on the phone yesterday with someone, and when she showed up, they didn't have what they said they had on the phone, so she had to come back today, and she wanted to speak to a manager or whoever was in charge, and I asked to speak to the adult in charge, and I got was you, and you're not able to help me.
Oh my!
Because it was some like kid. It was some not kid, but it's some younger. I mean, he was younger than me, so 20-something.
College.
Yeah, college. Obviously, the manager in charge, maybe just out of college even. And she was like, I asked to speak to the adult in charge, and I guess I got you. Like, and then was just talking, and then I don't know where the people went, but there was no conversation for a little bit because I was really eavesdropping at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been fully invested.
And he comes back, and she goes, I was looking around on your shelves here, and I noticed that some of these things aren't selling. So if any of these things aren't selling very fast, maybe you can sell them to me at a discounted price, and I'll just buy them.
Is what the lady was saying to the kid?
Yeah.
She's haggling at Walgreens?
Yeah. And then she said something about, I'm pretty sure she had COVID.
Okay. Makes sense.
Like, at the time. Like, she said, I had COVID and I might have it now or something along those lines. And it really knocked me on my ass for a couple months. And I'm not currently working. So that's why I'm here in the middle of the day.
All right.
Blah, blah, blah.
What are we getting at, lady?
And then, like, it was just like, I don't know, it was strange to listen to like her train of thought during the conversation.
It's just like grown adults like being mad at a college kid at Walgreens.
Yeah.
Like,
no, sorry, I don't have any of the Valentine's Day chalk candy for you. We sold out.
is this stuff selling? I don't think it's selling. I'll take it for half price. Ma'am, just go
Man,
home.
we just restocked the shelves. They're selling like hotcakes out here, all right? If anything, we should mark the price up.
Man, I don't know really what's going on, but I have no other information for you.
Yeah.
Dang. I'm
Yeah, so I didn't get a full Karen. Like, I didn't get someone... I guess that is Karen, though. Like, not like screaming. Like, they're like, I want to speak to a manager.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're the manager.
Yeah. My God, dude, is it worth your time at that point?
Yeah, I don't even know what she was really going for. I wish I got more
If
information.
it was candy, just go next door. You're like right by ShopRite.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever, Jake. Did you ask a question? Is that what
Yeah,
you
I
got
did.
there?
That was the animal question.
Oh, okay.
And I said the Karens of the...
Yeah, okay. This one's more of a joke, so I feel like I'm going to ask a couple here in a row.
That's fine.
If you throw your cat outside, will it be called kitty litter?
Nice. Yeah, I would. Absolutely.
If roses are red, why are violets blue?
I don't know. Is there an answer to that? Is it just poetic grammar?
Are violets not blue in real life?
I know of the color violet, and I usually associate it with light purple.
Yeah. Because violet's a flower, right?
Yeah, maybe a violet flower is not really violet.
Like, I feel like these... Here's the next question. If a Smurf starts to choke, what color will it become?
That's a great question. I guess red. I don't know.
If prunes...
You are under the ironic section, so this is probably
True.
why.
If prunes are dried plums, where do you get prune juice from?
Don't know. You'd have
Now
to
this
mix it with water.
this reminds me of another fact I heard on the radio, and I want to get this right first, because I know a lot of people don't drink milk for various reasons.
Yep.
If you're lactose, that's one thing.
Yep.
But some people don't drink it because of the treatment to animals or something, right? So I believe it's almond milk.
Okay.
But it's either almond milk or some other alternative to cow's milk. I don't want to say it's almond milk.
There's oat milk too.
That like requires so much water.
Yeah, oat milk requires a lot of water too, I think.
Like an insane amount of water that it's almost like harmful to produce a gallon of almond milk.
Yeah, I mean, I am marrying someone who grew up on a dairy farm, so we usually
Your cow milk.
we usually have the only time Megan's like, "Don't tell my dad this," but I may have to start getting some like almond milk for my smoothies, just because you use like a full cup, like a full cup of milk for like a smoothie, and like calories get up there after a while if you're using a whole cup of milk every day.
Aren't you supposed to drink a whole cup of milk? Isn't that good for you?
Yeah, who knows what the hell's good for you anymore, George? I just have been eating and drinking kind of what I grew up drinking and eating, so that's kind of...
So why change now? You
Yeah.
know what's crazy? You know, they tell you not to believe everything you see on TV or everything that you read.
Yeah, and then
But
you see it and read
so
all of it on TV.
often, if I Google something, I don't even click on an article. I just take the fact that pops up.
Yeah, it's a heart. Yeah, it's
Like
true.
Google could just run the world if they wanted to.
It's really true because, I mean...
people would just take
anything that
much of that for gospel.
Yeah, and anything that hits the first top, half of a Google page is like, that's it.
Yeah.
It's that or bust.
So, based on that, it takes 1.1 gallons of water to grow one almond. A single almond takes over a gallon of water.
And almonds are grown on trees, correct?
I don't know.
I think they are. I've seen those Blue Diamond commercials where they like shake the tree out and like all these almonds fall to the floor. Almonds are fucking expensive though. Like, you ever buy a pack of almonds?
No, I'm not a big almond guy.
Dude, they're no joke expensive.
Yeah?
Oh,
I'm
my
I'm a
God.
cashew guy, and cashews are expensive.
Yeah, cashews are good. All nuts are expensive. Why are nuts so expensive?
Because I think
it takes a lot of work to grow
a
them?
lot of water.
Yeah.
So it takes 1.1 gallon of water to grow one almond. The crazy thing about that is that walnuts, hazelnuts, pistachios, and cashews are all use roughly the same amount of water to grow as well.
Wow.
So,
It's a lot of water.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it takes a lot of almonds to make a gallon of almond milk.
Oh, yeah.
How are you supposed to squeeze any liquid out of those things?
I don't know. Like, does it get to, like, I don't know how it's made. It probably goes into some puree, and then they mix it with water and some other stuff, and then it just kind of creates milk.
So, according to one source, a single almond will require about 1.1 gallons of water to grow, and 1/2 gallon carton. So not even a full gallon.
Okay.
I don't know what a normal amount.
Yeah,
probably a half gallon.
Yeah, half-gallon cartons.
So your normal.
Oh, cat food. Sorry, and little interruption. Should be done in just a sec. There you
Jeez,
go.
they're
Next.
filling them up over there.
Yeah.
But anyway, so 1.1 gallon of water to grow one almond.
Yep.
And I'm guessing your regular amount of almond milk is half a gallon.
Yeah.
Contains anywhere from 30 to 225 almonds.
Holy shit.
So your half gallon of almond milk could be worth more than 225 gallons of water.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Talk about first world problems.
Yeah, I've never thought about that.
People can't even find clean water, and we're just pouring 200 gallons into a half gallon of almond milk.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you do what you got to do to make alternative
Is
food
it worth it?
to the almond people. Maybe it is because
Let me work it.
it's
Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
I don't know. It's so expensive, so people buy it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll ask you one more for this, and I think if you want, you can probably switch to this side of the list if you think there's
You don't
better
like my questions, Jake?
I do like your questions,
what
but
you're
I don't
trying to
think
tell
you
me?
like your questions.
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
All right. Before we go to break, if you could merge two different, another animal question. If you could merge two different animals to create the ultimate animal, what two animals would it be, and what would be their product?
The product. Wow. I feel like this is a question we got to take into halftime.
Wow. Yeah. Let's sit on this one.
And we'll answer it. Everyone else will have some time to think about theirs as
Yeah.
well.
All right. Think about your ultimate animal. Combine two. What would it be, and what would be their product?
I guess that's what you would call it. Like a liger.
A liger. Right. All right. Let's give a word to our beer.
Okay.
Also, while you guys sit on that factoid.
It's a good question, Jake. It's a real good question.
I got one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's comfortable.
Okay.
It's a comfortable drink.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit heavier, but it warms you up, makes you kind of feel at home, and yeah, it's growing on me.
Okay. Shout out to Ariana. I'm going to go with Cool
Cool.
with a K.
Oh, wow.
Because it's good. It's good beer. So it's cool. It's a cool beer. But now I might be totally wrong.
Probably.
Probably. Wouldn't be the first time. But it is the Sierra Nevada Celebration Fresh Hop IPA. So that song, Celebrate Good Times.
Come on.
Is, and I'm correct, by Cool and the Gang with a K.
Oh, wow. Is that like one of Ari's favorite songs?
I
or-
think sometimes we just, in conversation, you would respond to someone like, "Oh, cool, that's cool,"
No. Okay.
or "I'm pretty cool, aren't I?"
Yeah, I'm cool.
And we say, "Yeah, cool with a K," though. I don't know if it's good or bad anymore, but it just gets brought up.
No, I think it's good.
Could be. Depends on the use. Anyway,
Cool with
Jake,
the K.
why don't you hit that good music?
All right, we'll be right back on what?
Riddle.
Oh yeah, sure. Yep, let's do it.
100 episodes in, Jake.
I know. Don't worry. I got the music.
I need
for
my
it.
own soundboard.
You have a riddle?
Yeah, I got a riddle.
Just ready to go?
Ready to go.
Oh, I didn't see your phone. I was like, you just haven't
Right off the top of the dome, Jake.
Give me it. Okay.
Oh, it's weird doing it with my ear.
I know, right?
Tom and his younger sister were fighting. Their mother was tired of the fighting and decided to punish them by making them stand on the same piece of newspaper in such a way that they couldn't touch each other. How did she accomplish this? Tom and his younger sister were fighting. Their mother was tired of the fighting and decided to punish them by making them stand on the same piece of newspaper in such a way that they couldn't touch each other. How did she accomplish this? So not only will we answer that, but we'll also come back with answers on Jake's, I guess you can call Jake having a riddle almost, but problem. We're going to solve Jake's problem.
We are. What's my problem?
Your animal question.
Oh, I was like, wait, shit. I think I missed something. I mean, I don't think it's that heavy of a beer, but I missed something. All right, we'll be right back. Oh, and we're back.
Yep.
Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with we're back with the riddle, right? We're gonna answer the riddle real quick.
Second half of episode 100, Jake.
Just wild.
The riddle: Tom and his younger sister were fighting. Their mother was tired of the fighting and decided to punish them by making them stand on the same piece of newspaper in such a way that they couldn't touch each other. How did she accomplish this, Jake? Do you know?
You know, I don't know.
Okay. The answer, Jake. Tom's mother slid a newspaper under a door. Each sibling standing on each side of the door. Pretty smart.
That is...
It's good.
That's real good.
It's good.
That was easy.
No, it wasn't.
Maybe for some people it was.
Maybe.
All right, before break, we went to break with a question. Hold on, got to bring it up. There it is. If you could merge two different animals to create the ultimate animal, which two animals would it be, and what would be the product?
You said you had one.
So I
did.
go. So, I think you take a great white shark.
Okay.
And you
What was the question? The ultimate combination?
The ultimate animal. Take the great white shark. And then you take silverback gorilla.
Interesting combo.
Okay?
Okay.
You're getting a fierce competitor on land and a fierce
competitor
in the water.
ocean. Yeah.
Put them those combined.
Yep.
Similar, I guess it's kind of
So
mirroring
where
on
does the combination is it just like a shark?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
4 legs?
I guess I'm trying to I'm trying to I think it's more of like a it's kind of like a Godzilla type.
Okay.
But on all fours.
Yeah.
And it's got that big sweeping tail. But it's got that
The head of a shark.
Yeah, and like the legs and the chest and fierceness and legs of the silverback.
Okay.
So it could get up and do the
Yep.
But when it
The scene from Wolf of Wall Street.
yeah, so when it goes and it attacks you, it's coming up with the hundreds of teeth.
I got you.
This
Yeah,
would be the Sharilla.
So, not like the great silver back gorilla
Oh, yeah, the great.
or the great white back gorilla.
No, the Sharilla.
Okay. So originally I was thinking along the same lines of, I was thinking shark and then some like condor that has like some 20-foot wingspan that could like
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of the flying part.
They could like fly over the ocean and then just dive bomb in and catch anything. But then I was like, then I couldn't decide what bird would really be good for that. And then you just also picked great white shark, so I don't want to pick great white shark as well. So my other option I was thinking of was trying to go with like just the ultimate like cute animal.
Oh, okay. So a little like juxtaposition got going on.
Yeah, like something that's like, I can't think of any animals.
Like a panda.
No, I'm thinking of one that's like tiny.
Oh, what's that
fur
little
ball with like big eyes?
Yeah, what's that little like marsupial looking thing with like those little like padded
I don't know.
like fingers and huge ass eyes?
Sugar glider? I don't know.
Oh yeah, because that would be
But then I don't know what I would combine it with. Like I'd have to get like. Okay.
Well, what about like a pterodactyl or something?
Like a red fox.
Oh yeah, red fox is
and
good.
a.
Did you type in cute animals?
Yeah.
Because so did I, and the red fox was like the first thing that came up.
Yeah, apparently they're just universally.
They're pretty cute. Yeah, they're
so like a
cute
red
animals.
fox, and then I'll go with like a sea otter. So they just. It'd be
okay,
It'd be
yeah.
like a bunch of red fox looking animals floating on their backs, linking arms in the water.
That'd be the ultimate.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I guess honestly, yeah, I went ultimate and thought of
The ultimate
something
predator.
that had to take over. Where like, honestly, just having an ultimate cute animal is pretty awesome too.
Yeah, could take over the world.
Yeah, they could.
All right, but along those lines, I couldn't really think of anything, so I Googled, weird combo of animals.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, if you want to Google it yourself just to see them, there's an article on bored panda, which seems very
Bored panda.
on theme. 49 strange animal hybrids bred in Photoshop. Number 1, the butterfant. It's an elephant. And its big ears
wow.
are butterfly wings.
That's pretty cool.
Then you got the penguin, which is a penguin bred with a kitten head.
Someone must have.
Then you got the koala. A koala with an owl head.
Koalas like I feel like they almost look like that already.
Yeah, just without the beak and
Yeah.
eyes. The catmeleon,
That's creepy.
which is a chameleon and a cat. The C-Rex is a seahorse with a T-Rex head.
That is the winner for
To
me.
size, though.
That's an
obviously.
ultimate animal.
And then there's just a bunch more.
Oh wow.
But,
Someone had the same idea.
yeah. Some interesting ones on there if you ever want to check it out. So, on to my list, Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
feel like my list is a lot more jokes than it is questions that we can talk about. But why do they say it's like taking candy from a baby when babies tend to be greedy with candy? Wouldn't it be easier to take money from a baby?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm guessing it's just because the baby's defenseless. So
Not against candy. They hold on to that thing like it's gold. It'd be
Yeah.
easier to take gold from a baby.
yeah, but as an adult, you could take anything from a baby.
Yeah, if you really wanted to.
Yeah, that is true. Like candy, though, I feel like they could have picked something different.
Like money.
Like, yeah.
Like someone was just telling me a story today.
I
My
wonder
coworker.
why. I don't know.
My coworker was telling me a story about she's like my mom's age. So she was like, this is coming to you from like a mother's perspective because she was just dealing with some elderly people in our building. She goes, don't ever live paycheck to paycheck. Even if it's $10, put it away. Save. I was like, okay. Like,
All right, thank
I
you.
already
Yep.
kind of have a savings account and all that, whatever.
Yep, I appreciate
And
it.
she was like, when my kids were kids, my first two, I had two boys, and, once they got old enough where their grandma would send them $1 or $5 in their cards,
Yeah.
she would have them put it away in the bank and like started a little banking account, and then that way they could see their money growing.
Mm-hmm.
They go, oh, this is awesome. My money's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then she said when she had her daughter that she doesn't know what happened. She doesn't know where she went wrong. She thinks maybe it was because she went shopping for all the girls' clothes and stuff like that.
Oh.
So like started to like take her daughter shopping for stuff. So when she would get that $5, she would just spend it. And it took a while, a couple lessons to be learned to get her back on the saving track as well. But she said something about you don't want to live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, at that point you're invested like in their story.
Because babies and that's where I forgot where my original point started. Because babies and kids have no value or concept of money. They can't eat it. Doesn't
Yeah,
really
that's
get them
true. It
anything.
doesn't give them any sort of instant gratification, you
No,
know? Like
just
doesn't-
paper to them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Taking money from a baby. Yeah, maybe that should be the new phrase. We'll see if it picks up.
See if it sticks.
Because, like, I bet as soon as you said it's like taking money from a baby, they're like, don't you mean like taking candy from a baby? I'm like, you ever tried to take candy from a baby? It's not that easy.
They don't give that shit up
No,
easy.
They love candy.
Jake, why do pizzas, round pizzas, come in square boxes?
I guess because not many boxes are around.
Why wouldn't they start making round boxes?
Maybe it's just easier to keep boxes square.
I think that's the answer, to be fair.
Thanks, got that one right. I like this question here. If you were suddenly arrested for no reason and your face was flashed all over the news, would your family and friends assume that you did the crime?
I guess it depends what the crime was. Like, it wouldn't just be, you think it would just be my face and wanted?
Yeah.
Or like my face and guilty?
Yeah, or like
I wouldn't say like
witness
guilty of
or
murder
suspect
or something.
And I would have to say if you
My
have
family and friends, probably not.
I would say if you have a solid group of family and friends around you, hopefully they're not like they finally got him.
Fucking Jake. He's been getting away with that shit for years.
It was about damn time.
Yeah. I would say they probably think I was innocent.
Yeah, I would say definitely. I mean, there are a couple instances where Casey had blamed things that he had did on me, just to see if his parents would just believe it. And every time it happened, they were just kind of like, Casey, don't even try. So
you're saying you can get away with anything?
nah, as long as you put up a good front from the start, usually it'll set you up for the future.
Well,
Fake it till you make it, you know?
apparently your background helps you, Jake.
Background does help.
But I think they would think I was innocent.
But it's always the ones
Who are innocent, who
That-
appear innocent, or
no one
suspects.
ever suspects. Like, oh no, this guy, he was the nicest guy I've ever met in my entire life. That's who snaps. Hopefully it's not going to be me.
Hopefully. Hopefully it isn't you already.
Oh.
If someone owns a piece of land, how deep does their ownership go? Do they own it all the way to the center of the earth?
Yeah. I would say so.
So eventually, it all comes to a point.
Yeah, so you can't go straight down.
Well,
Because
you have to go straight down.
yeah, but all right, so let's say you have the center of the earth, right? And you own like right here, right?
Uh-huh.
You cut like straight down.
You could cut
Oh yeah, I guess
straight down. If you wanted to cut out like a square, the
yeah, it
square
would have
get
to be
smaller.
a pyramid, right? Yeah. I don't know. Is there I mean, there's probably only so low you can dig anyway before you have to get like commercial grade stuff to go through.
Oh, definitely that. I was saying, I don't even know if it's possible to dig all the way down. You know,
Has
you
anyone
always,
tried?
you always say as a kid you're digging to China, but I don't even think that's possible.
Let me see, how far is it?
All right, you should just Google my question. But Jake, let me ask you another question. Do hummingbirds hum because they can't remember any of the words?
Yeah. They have terrible memory. I've also never really heard a hummingbird hum.
No, I think it's how fast their wings go create a hum.
Have you heard the hum? I feel like I've never heard it. I've seen them, but I've never heard them.
No, I've never heard them.
That's what I was asking.
I've never
Also,
heard them, Jake.
how do we know like what's at the center of the earth?
Molten hot magma. This is a question for Meg. Too bad she's not here, Jake.
Ugh.
But maybe you can answer it for us. If you pamper a cow and give it lots of stuff, does it produce spoiled milk?
That's such a dad joke. I would say yeah, spoiled milk,
Yeah, just right out the other.
rotten from the core. All right, give me one more. I'm still trying to figure out.
Do penguins have knees?
Yeah. Well, if they do, they're locked up. They got some arthritis.
Yeah, they
going on
look
'cause
like they're just like
waddle.
waddling. Now I'm curious. What's your answer?
Oh, I'm sure they do. I just don't think it functions too well.
Penguins do have knees, Jake. A penguin's leg is composed of a short femur, knee, tibia, and fibula. All the same parts we have. The upper leg bones are not visible as they are covered in feathers, giving penguins a very short-legged appearance.
I just look short.
Got these short legs. It looks like their legs go like all the way up above their hips almost, and then the bones kind of go back down into their hips. It's like that.
They're just covered in fur.
That's kind of why they
just got a bad shape.
Yeah, they're poorly shapen animals.
And also, it's 4,000 miles to the center of the earth.
Yeah, but how deep does your land ownership go?
I don't know. I couldn't find the answer. All right. If you were to appoint a president of the internet, who would it be and why?
What was the most of the question?
I'm going to skip that one. I don't like it.
All right, I got an answer, though.
Okay.
Depends on the state how deep you're... In the U.S., how far above and below my land is legally owned by me? Depends on the state. Mineral-rich states tend to allow only the top 10 feet.
10 feet?
Airspace has not been as well regulated, but there is a general understanding that is about 500 feet.
Much more lenient up into the air.
I wonder where...
Mineral rich. I wonder where that is. Like, well, in our part of where we grew up in New Jersey, it's so rocky. Like, even to put in like an in-ground pool, which is like 10, 12 feet, like you're like bringing in commercial like backhoes and stuff like that to try to like get huge chunks of rock out. So I guess, I mean, what are you really digging that deep? I mean, unless you're digging a
10
bunker.
feet's not very far.
Unless you're putting a bunker in, you know.
Yeah, but like even like
This is almost 10 feet in our room right here.
exactly. What's a septic? Like a septic's got to be 10 feet down.
I couldn't tell you. I would say even farther than 10 feet.
I don't know.
If I was to guess.
I don't know, Jake.
All right. You can make one of your body parts detachable without any negative repercussions.
Does that mean it's still usable? Or once I detach it?
No. I think you can put it right on.
No,
on
I'm saying
off.
like if I detach it, can I use it
Oh, yeah.
to its purpose?
In this case, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no. In this case, it just becomes, after it's off you, it just becoends...
It's just out. It's just like a dead.
Yeah.
It's like my phone died and I left it behind and I plug it back
so
in.
it's like if you took your
Hand off, I couldn't
hand
control
off,
it.
It would just be like
It'd just be a dead
floppy
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang.
That's what I think of it, at least.
Well, then, what's the point of taking anything off?
All right. Yeah, that's a good point. In this case, switch it. It's fully functional. You can do whatever you want with any body part you take off.
Then I feel like I got to go eye or ear.
Ooh.
Because then I could
Toss an eyeball over the... over the
spy
hill.
on stuff, or I could just use
Yeah.
it to cheat on tests, eavesdrop on Karens and Walgreens.
Just holding the eye like around, up, down,
Yeah.
roll it on the ground to see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good... I didn't even know what I would choose, but I did not think of eye or ear. What would I make detachable and why? Probably my head.
Your whole head?
Yeah.
What's the rest of your body going to do?
I don't know, chill for a little bit once I get back. Yeah, the getting back is the hard part. Like, how do you get them back? I guess we don't have to worry about that, but...
Well, me, I just have one little thing I got to get back.
Right, I got the whole head that's...
You got to find your whole head.
I guess the body would have to go to the head.
Somehow.
All right, you got a question?
Sure. Jake. This one's in bold for some reason.
Yeah, I got a bold one right here, too. I'm going to read that one next.
Do mermaids give birth to live children, or do they lay eggs?
Oh, that's a good one. They probably, since they're a majority an aquatic,
Are they a majority?
I would say,
aquatic?
yeah, because people don't see them very often. So I would assume they're.
Do people see them ever?
You got your myths saying they've seen mermaids and merman. Like, I don't believe that there's a mermaid or merman.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to guess, they would do like an egg situation.
Yeah.
But like they would, it's kind of like a turtle. Like they would give birth on land to eggs, and then the mer kids would make their way to the
mer kids,
the ocean.
Okay.
All right.
So you're saying eggs.
I'm saying an egg, but they come out as like a little baby, but with tails. Like their fins.
So they come out like babies.
Baby mermaids.
Out of eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's very... I think you're right on point. I would have to agree 100% with you. So.
All right, cool.
I'm on board.
How many chickens would it take to kill a lion?
This is like that question, would you rather face one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? How many chickens? Just chickens?
Just chickens.
What would it take to kill a what?
A lion.
A lot.
Yeah.
What does a duck? What does a chicken even have?
It pecks and can claw, I guess.
A lot.
Yeah.
I think I think the situation almost comes down to just tiring the lion out.
There'd have to be thousands of chickens.
I think the lion would have to get tired, fall asleep, and then the chickens would have to take advantage of the opportunity.
Dude,
more than once. I feel like if a lion got tired, so tired that it fell asleep, the pain from getting pecked would wake it up, and then it would kill a couple more chickens before it finally got.
I mean, we're
taken
talking.
over.
I think we're talking thousands of chickens.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking over 1,000.
Because a lion can take down a full elephant.
Yeah, on its own. Yeah.
If we have to,
a lion could probably take out 10 chickens in one swoop.
Yeah, dude, chickens are.
I bet a lion could lay down and just swipe 10 chickens out of the way.
Dude, if there were 100 chickens, I don't think a lion would move from the ground if the chickens were coming at them.
I bet he gets pecked for a while too and doesn't even
doesn't even budge.
Like, what are you doing?
It's until I think the chickens start coming after the eyeballs.
Yeah. And then, then all the lion would do is just like get up and rotate and lay back down. 1,000 at least.
And the lion could always run away. Like there would have to be so many chickens that this lion couldn't even move.
It would have to get tired out several times before it would lose, I think. So at least 1,000. A lot.
I think multiple pods of 1,000. So every time he tries
comes
to move,
in waves. Every time he thinks he finally did it, another wave comes.
They call in a new platoon of chickens.
Yeah. My list is just like someone's stand-up routine.
I think you're on the ironic list.
Who came up with names for things? Like, who stood in front of a door and said, this is a door?
Yeah, that's like you're really testing out like your material at like a small bar for an open mic night. You want me to try to answer that?
No, but you can try and answer this one. Why is it that when people are asked what they would bring to a deserted island, no one ever says a boat?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think the question's deeper than that. It's not like what would you take to survive? Oh, I'll take a boat so I can escape. It's like, oh, what would you? What could you not live without that you want to bring to a deserted island? That's why no one says that.
And usually I was like, all right, if you can go to a deserted island and only take 3 things, it can't be a boat, it can't be a helicopter, because they've caught on after a while. They're like, oh, I'll just take like a ferry.
Yeah. People from Poland are called Poles.
Oh.
Do you call people from Holland holes?
Well, according to that, you would, but they're the Deutsch.
Yeah, the Dutch.
The Deutsch. Brushing your teeth, wiping your butt, have to give one up. Which one would it be? And why?
Oh.
I mean, Jesus.
It'd have to be brushing my teeth.
Gotta go the teeth, unfortunately, but...
Take a mint mouthwash.
Yeah, you could find a way to get around brushing the teeth. I feel like you could, like...
Mouthwash.
Yeah, mouthwash. Throw like a little scrub daddy sponge in there and just like kind of move it around.
Yeah.
Or like,
But
I guess that would technically be brushing, right?
Yeah, you can't do what you did. Mouthwash, I think you can get away with. Because I guess you could just kind of get used to just drinking it. You'd be like, oh, no, I'm just drinking it. I'm not cleaning my teeth.
Yeah, you can also like...
There's no way to wipe your butt without wiping your butt. Like, the only thing you could do is like hose it down.
That's a good point.
Hose it down or
just
like...
bend over and...
in the shower. But then, even then, you just have to like trust that you got it all. Because you can't wipe it. You can't wipe it dry and clean it and make sure it's done.
You need a high-powered bidet for that situation.
Yeah. But even then, don't they wipe it down at the end?
Yeah, that's just...
Or you just bidet and pull up?
That's just... the bidet is the finishing act.
You just bidet and pray?
Or, no. Bidet is technically, like, not the finish, but... Because you can't just have a wet butt.
You just bidet and pray, Jake.
Bidet and pray. How do you spell bidet? Because that's definitely the title of our episode.
Bidet and pray?
Bidet and pray.
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
All right.
You
can go.
Okay. You have there's a zombie apocalypse just begun. You have an SUV and a baseball bat. Where are you going first?
What?
I guess
I don't... Like...
To escape, where are we going?
To pick up my girlfriend and family. That's where I'm going first.
All right, let's assume you already have them.
Okay.
Where do you go next?
Then...
I don't know. The beach or something?
The beach?
Yeah. I feel like zombies can't swim. I've never seen a zombie swim. Have you?
No, it doesn't come to mind.
Like, just to the beach, get a boat, and just go out into the ocean a little bit.
Well, you don't have a boat. You only have an SUV and a baseball bat.
Right.
I don't...
I don't know. Fucking...
North Dakota?
Yeah. As far north as possible, I guess.
Somewhere where people aren't?
Yeah. I'm going remote. I'm just driving up to my fiance's house. There ain't going to be no zombie apocalypse up there, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, where would I go? Somewhere where people aren't, I guess, is my answer.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Why do we say after dark when it's actually after light?
Wow.
I think I know a good answer for this, but...
After dark.
You know, it's like TV after dark.
I guess it's like after dark comes. After dark arrives.
Yeah, sure.
After darkness is here.
I think it's usually when you say after dark, it's usually for like some raunchy things. Like it's things that aren't even appropriate for kids before their bedtime kind of thing. You know?
Oh.
So I feel like it's like, yeah, after light is technically just nighttime. But when you say after dark, I think you mean like not family friendly. So it becomes nighttime, and then it's like 11 p.m., so it's already been dark, and you're waiting for that after dark. It's already been dark. It's so late.
So we're in time after.
Yeah,
it's dark.
It's so late that we're after dark
like that.
we can get. Now we can pull out all the raunchy TV and jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think you nailed it on that one.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
nice.
a good one. All right, a couple more here before we.
I think we've hit 100.
Wrap up. We're definitely not even close to 100. Wrap up our 100th episode here. Don't want to do that one.
All right, Jake, is the sea salty because the shore never waves back?
My God, why did you get the weirdest fucking questions on your list?
Why does a grapefruit look and taste nothing like a grape?
That's a great question. I think it's a poorly named fruit. They should definitely have another name for that fruit. One of my favorite fruits, by the way.
Yeah. Some people do not like it.
I know. It's a hit or miss. I feel like you can never turn someone on to grapefruits. Someone's had a grapefruit.
It's also just the worst flavor of White Claw.
Yeah, it's not the best flavor, but I don't mind it. like when they're all grapefruits at the bottom of the cooler because no one is like those in lime. Mm-hmm. I'll gladly be the vacuum and clean those up.
Oh yeah, I have no problem drinking them last
when I have to.
Yeah,
when I have to. Yeah, but if like someone comes and like they're like, "Hey, I got a black cherry and a grapefruit," like sometimes I'll just voluntarily take the grapefruit.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
All right, you've been tossed into an insane asylum. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you tell the people there to prove to them that you don't belong inside? I actually just watched a movie that was kind of like this.
Did they ever get their way out?
Can't tell you. It's spoiler.
You didn't tell me what movie it was.
That's true.
I don't know. Call my mom.
Yeah, that my only other thing would be like you have to like get someone else from outside of here to talk to you because
like even if you did some like really smart thing like complex math problem, you just drew it on the wall, they would think you're even crazier. Mm-hmm. Like that's the only you just went crazy learning that equation or something.
Yeah,
like you would have to get some kind of third-party testimony.
Yeah, it's got to all be from the outside because the same thing happened in the movie. Like he was trying to do all these things that like would be like, oh no, definitely not supposed to be in here. Like I've never
like, look, I could tie my
X, Y, and
shoes.
Z. Like I could do this, that, and like everyone's like, yeah, I mean, like
yeah,
we've said
Steve
the same thing.
over there can do 10 times more than that.
And then like you start to get like so mad because you're like, I'm not fucking crazy, and then like
and then they
everyone
lock you up.
else is
and
like,
then they put you in the room.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Did they ever get their way out?
Yeah, there's some really good twists in the movie, so I won't give it away. But
Is it Shutter Island?
It's not Shutter Island.
Okay.
I forget what the name of the movie is called, but it was really good.
This is funny because I think I said this earlier. Why do people say that something sells like hotcakes if they sell out fast? How fast do hotcakes sell?
I don't know. You know what? I've never had a hot cake. Like, I don't even know really what a hot cake is.
Good point, because you're not really, like, that would be like a brownie, I guess.
And
It's
usually,
the only thing I can think of is a hot cake, because everyone likes like a warm brownie.
yeah, and then usually in baking,
But yeah, because you're supposed to let it chill.
everything has to cool
Yeah.
before you put icing on it.
Yep.
So unless they're just selling these plain-ass cakes, they're just hot.
Yeah.
The other thing I can think of is like a pancake. That's a hot cake.
Hot cake.
I think I got to find out what a hot cake is before we go, though. What is a hot cake? My Google history is just out of control. What is a hot spot? No.
Why
What is a
is
hot
room
toddy?
temperature used as a measurement of warmth when not all rooms have the same temperature?
Room temp.
I'm trying to think of what I almost feel like room temperature it should be more described as like body temp. Because like I feel like when you touch
Yeah.
something
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
it doesn't feel warm or cold,
Yeah,
you
it's
say,
just
"Oh,
kinda-
this is room temperature," because it's just what you feel. You don't feel the temperature.
All right. So if you put your finger in like
Put your
room
finger in
temperature
water,
you know,
You're like,
feel
"Oh,
it.
you don't even notice your fingers in water almost." That's what I'm saying.
I think. Oh, here we go. Hot cake.
Are you gonna tell us where it came from?
It's a flapjack, griddle cake, or a pancake.
Pancake.
So,
How fast do they sell, Jake?
I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know where it comes from. We need Casey for where to come from. All right, that's all I got over here. All right.
Why did they name Donkey Kong that way if he's a monkey and not a donkey?
That's a valid question. Don't know. Couldn't even guess.
When they say that a specific dog food has a new and improved flavor, who tests it?
Wow, that's a great point. A really sophisticated dog that like.
Or just some person sitting there eating dog food going, "Oh, this is improved.
Did you add rice to this chicken dish?
This is good. This is way improved
I
than
can
that.
taste the time you've added to this.
This is way better than the last shit you gave me."
Wow. That's a very good point.
This is the last question on the list, so I skipped a
Yeah,
couple.
how do they even know that like pet food is gonna be good? Like the pet's gonna enjoy it
Well, they could definitely test that.
by having animals eat it.
Yeah, that they could test if like a dog's like wagging his tail extra hard. I feel like
those
that's
poor animals, like
like-
because they can't ask the animal like, "Hey, what could be better in this?" You know, like they just don't eat it.
And you know what? You know what could be the worst thing, right? If I'll use the number 100. If they tried 99 flavors and the dog hated all 99 of them, like they were so bad that he wouldn't even eat. Like he would like sniff it, lick it, and then just be like, "Nope, that's shit. I'm not eating that." And he was so hungry because he hasn't eaten.
Yeah, the 100th flavor. He's
in
like, I gotta
99
eat
days,
something.
he just devoured the 100th. Like, bingo,
yeah.
new and improved.
They would
and
never know.
But really, it's just shit dog food. But last question on my list. You can keep thinking about that if you want.
Wow, that is fascinating. Actually,
If a piece of gum is 10 calories, does that include just the chewing or if you swallow it?
huh? I'm assuming the chewing. I'm assuming they're assuming.
Yeah, but
not everyone
isn't chewing
swallows.
negative calories? Like you're burning calories when you chew.
Yeah.
So the 10 calories has to be either swallowing it or whatever sugar dissolves.
I think
and
it's
goes-
got to be the sugar that dissolves from the piece because I feel like if you just left the piece of gum in your mouth, it would be 10 calories, but they're not compensating for like your chewing.
Right.
And I don't know. I used to always swallow my gum like when I was younger.
So you have a big wad of gum in your belly? That's
Yeah,
what
but
they
like,
say,
I
right?
just don't believe that. Like, wouldn't the doctor would have seen that at some point? Being
When
like,
have you ever had your belly
I've had X-rays.
scanned? Of your stomach?
No, but like I feel like I would have had a problem at this point. I don't do it anymore, but
That's why it hasn't gotten worse.
I used to.
You were just at the brink
Yeah, but
when
don't they say like it
when
was
you
like
quit cold turkey, Jake.
15 years for it to like dissolve or something like
I
that?
don't know.
That's just a fucking lie. I think that was just our parents trying to make sure we didn't.
I wonder if the same guy tested that who tested the dog food.
Yeah, how do they know that? Like they had one guy swallow a piece of gum and said, "We'll check in 15 years to see if it's still
it's
there."
still there. It's still there.
Yeah, come on, ridiculous. All right.
You're just upset that you had to give up swallowing gum, I think.
Well, ever since COVID, like I hate the taste of mint, so I don't even have gum anymore.
Yeah. They make other flavors.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't had bubble gum yet. Like,
What about Big Red?
I hate Big Red.
Maybe now you like it.
Nah, I don't.
That's all
like
you talk
that,
about,
like,
Jake, is how your palate changed. And you're
Yeah,
gonna
but
say,
I don't
you're gonna
not
say you
like-
hate Big Red when you haven't had it since.
I don't like that hot cinnamon taste. I like cinnamon, but not like cinnamon flavored like
Big Red.
That's gross to me.
Yeah, cinnamon flavored stuff. Well,
Big
not
Red.
all, but like I feel like there's two different cinnamon flavors, and they don't differentiate between the two. There's like a spicy cinnamon, and then there's like cinnamon.
That's what Big Red is to me.
Right, and I agree. Like Fireball is like spicy cinnamon. But then
Yeah,
you can
see, I
get,
don't mind
But then you can
Fireball.
get like a Snickerdoodle, which is like cinnamon flavored.
Oh yeah, love snickerdoodles.
But those are two different cinnamon flavors to me.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference is, but
Sugar, maybe.
sure. All right. Well, you put in a solid hour and a half.
Solid.
On
Could have kept going.
on the big 1-0.
Oh.
All right. Anything you want to close out with before we rate our beer and call it a freaking day?
Now, Jake, if I came in with any topic in mind, it is
Yeah, long gone.
long gone.
I got a list, but we'll save it for the next one because we got at least 100 more to do. With
I
these.
mean, we hit 100 topics today.
We didn't, but it felt like we did. We probably only did honestly 12 questions.
How dare you? Easily 20. I asked like six a pop.
Yeah, I probably asked about 15 or so.
A lot of mine were jokes, but
Yeah, you were doing your stand-up act over there.
how'd it go?
It was fine. Except for the whole, where do people get names from? That was
Like someone just stood in front of a door and said, "Huh,
door.
this is a door."
Boom.
Yeah, I'll take that one off the set list, Jake. It's no
Yeah,
big deal.
that's all right. All right. Let's close it out.
With the Sierra Nevada Celebration Fresh Hop IPA.
And a celebration it was.
Yes. You guys didn't see, but we had confetti just constantly coming down. That's right.
Oh, man, I haven't used the board all day.
I know. Don't overuse it now.
I know, I really
You're
want to.
about to click something else.
I really want to.
Save it for next episode.
I'm scanning. I'm just seeing what we got here.
Save it.
All right,
Don't overdo it.
I'll save it.
I'm going to rate the beer, I feel like a C and a 7.0 is pretty much the same rating, even though it's not.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay right in the same thing that I started with and give it a 7.0, even though it's not staying in the same spot. But in my head, it is.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Like a middle of the road beer for me.
All right. I don't really think I moved much. I'm right in like the low B area. It was good. Would drink again. Like, wouldn't be like, oh, I gotta go get that celebration. Like, it was an easy drink, I think.
Maybe it's not winter enough for us.
That's true too. It's a little warm in here. It's about 73 degrees. I feel like you'd like to cozy up outside and
maybe if we did this on the deck.
Yeah, a little fire going. It'd be a little
Yeah.
different story because it adds the effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go an 8.2. So
Okay.
it was good. I enjoyed it. No complaints.
Can't complain. What about the champagne?
Yeah, champagne. I mean, it was fine. Did its job. It tastes like all generic champagne to me.
Yep.
Not a huge sparkling wine guy. I'm a red wine guy.
Red.
Wine. All right. Congrats, George. We made it to 100.
To 100 more.
People doubted us. No one doubted us.
People just wrote us off, forgot about us.
Yeah, they're like, are you guys...
Left us to die.
Yeah, the question I get is like, you guys still doing that? Like, yep. Just did 100, actually. They're like, wow, 100 episodes.
I stopped listening at 28.
To be honest, after I saw like you guys were like at like 7 or 8, I was like,
Nah, they'll stop.
Nah, I don't see anything happening here.
It's true. 100 down, Jake.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot of records.
We came a long way.
Yeah.
May have taken us longer than anyone would have imagined.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
we made it there.
we have like literally no technology here, so, and we did it.
I don't know how much more you really need.
You don't need much more. This is all you need. This is all you need.
So technology is not to blame.
What's to blame is our planning efforts and like also being like an hour and 25 minutes away.
It throws a wrench sometimes.
That does throw a wrench in the plans because everyone's like, oh, just do like remote recording. Not the same.
It's not the same.
But
The energy, the vibes.
we're figuring it out as we go.
Yes.
All right. We're still young.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with us for 100 episodes.
100 great episodes.
And if you haven't listened to any of our episodes, scroll
You got
on back.
99 more to listen to.
There's tons of content to listen to. You can listen to our first and see how we've grown from.
And to our knowledge, we've never talked about the same topic twice.
Yeah, we may have touched on a couple of hard-hitting stuff like, do you like wings without a bone or with a bone or
We're bone in, guys.
blue cheese or ranch? But that comes up all the time.
Yep.
Okay. Time to go, guys. We'll see you. We'll talk to you guys next week. Have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. This didn't even talk about it, but
I know.
Super Bowl, Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we got the trifecta. That's only 2. But
That's 2.
yeah, but the trifecta is the 100th
101.
episode. 101, Super Bowl, Valentine's Day.
That's right.
That's how the weekend's lining up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Be safe. Have fun.
Peace out.
Get lit on a Sunday so you call in on Monday.
That's right.
All right. Oh, crap. I forgot I have a soundboard. I got to play my outro here. So
Oh, this is awkward.
I guess we got to stall a little bit longer.
Do 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 do. That's right.
Oh, there it
It's only
is.
like the second episode with a soundboard,
know.
right? So we can only get better.
Still getting used to the soundboard.
Do you know when to? You should add in your outro phrase so you don't have to say it.
It's right here. See you.
Thanks for listening to the Any and Everything Show.